Mic check there, fact. Mic check there. Think I can trust you. Not used to me being late, are you? Just having a... That's a fag, by the way. Just a normal fag, yeah. Yes, Leza, what's happening? I was wondering where you've been. Hope you're alright there, mate. You know what? There's another account, Leslie and Summit else. I thought that was you for a bit, but then I seen what they were writing and that. I thought, nah, it's not Leslie that like. You know, when you can just tell. Oh, I don't know. What about that? How's that? How's that, Leza? It might be because I've got me I've got it plugged in, the charger plugged in. If it's still bad, I'm going to take your word for it now, Les. I've got I've got echo cancellation turned off. It was turned on. I'm charging it up because I've got 33%. I'm only on till 5 o'clock anyway, so once I get like if I can get 40%, that should last us. What's happened anyway, man? Is sunbathing? I've just had to change my top there. I did have like a t-shirt on. Been doing a bit of gardening, haven't I? You know what I mean? Trimming the privet, which I've done. But when you do one side, chest infection, nightmare that, mate. When you do one side of a hedge, don't know, I've got to be in the mood. Like, I wasn't in the mood because it was too hot, but I've done it. But then you've got to go next door and do the other side, which I don't mind because it's an old man, you know what I mean. He's just lost his wife, so anything to help him out. But his garden's in a bit of a mess as well. I'm not trimming that, am I? Look at the state of that. There is a reason for that as well. And it's because my Japanese bladed trimmers, the batteries ran out, right? I can't find the fucking charger. I can't find the wire, you know, with what you fucking plug in. Fuck's sake. Absolutely useless, man, shit like that. Facts, what's happening, brother? What you been up to? That's me. Sap, that's not too bad. I can handle the sap. Yeah, man, so it's got to be, I would say, the hottest day of the year where I am now. Hottest day of the year. Just caught the weather last night and I know the difference between the northeast and like down south. You're talking like 5 degrees. So I think it says it's 28 up here today. But I've got a nice cold glass. Can you see how cold that is? That's what you need if you're going to have a lager. That you see there. I've got ice in it though, which I know a lot of people have a bit of a hang up about putting ice in lager. Well, you have to, don't you? Got to keep hydrated, haven't you, Fat? You know what I mean? Seen you having a little back and forth with your old friend UK Don. UK Don's one of them, isn't he? Yeah. He sort of comes out the woodwork now and again, doesn't he? Oh, Leslie, I know what you mean, right? In the freezer's better though. Like, if you go to a decent pub, you know, a decent pub where you're paying like, if you're paying more than £4, £4.50 for a pint on a hot day like this, you want a glass like that that's been in the freezer, you know, when they pull it out, it's got all ice all down the sides of it and that. Did you not, where were you yesterday, Leslie? Did you not see Jim Smith's yesterday? That was hard work, that, like, about 3 hours I had with Jim in the back garden. Decided to do a early Sunday session. 12 o'clock I think he started. So you can imagine the clip of him by, what was it? About 4 o'clock, saying that I'd had half a bottle of vodka by then. I had my nipples out and everything, it wasn't good. I've heard a few things about UK Don, that he's some old Gadgie, isn't he, but I don't know, like. Oh, it's still there, I think, Leslie. It's one of them that he's managed to leave up. But if you're bored and you've got 3 hours spare, right, there's absolutely nothing on the telly, you're bored shitless, go and watch Jim's live from yesterday. Just me and him talking shit, slagging people off and that. Wasn't it, Randy? Oh, fucking hell. There's better ways to spend a Sunday afternoon in there than watching two pissheads. At least they had me camera on. But anyway, I've told you what Jim looks like. Just think of Don Johnson, you know, from Miami Vice. Chinos. Did he have like swept back hair and that? I think he did, didn't he? No, I don't think we did, Leslie. It must have been only you that we didn't. It was mainly Randy that we were slagging off, and Phil. Terry Tackle got it, like. Terry Tackle got hammered yesterday, like. You know, the usual, you know, just the usual, man. Yeah, so I've had a bit of a crisis, right? I've got a strimmer, yeah. It was only 25 quid, like, it was cheap. It was the only one they had anyway in the shop. It was the only one they had, right? It was 25 quid, and you got a year's guarantee with it. Can you believe that? Vander, how are you doing? Yeah, so it was 25 quid. And I've already had 25 quid's worth out of it, to be honest. If it broke now, I wouldn't be bothered, because I've had it for about 2 months. But everyone who's ever used a strimmer knows the problem, yeah, when you keep pulling the wire out, and it's brilliant, isn't it, for about 30 seconds, and then it fucking snaps. Which is alright, it's a pain in the arse, yeah, but you stop, you take the cap off, you pull a bit more wire out, you go again. You might, if you're lucky, you might get a few minutes, mightn't you? You might get a few minutes out of it. But when it totally runs out, the wire's gone, yeah, and which I knew was going to happen, so I did go out and buy some more wire, right? Not the spool, just the wire. But can I fuck get the fucking wire? I don't know how you put it on. There's holes everywhere in this spool, yeah. But can I get the wire, get this new wire on the spool without it just fucking flying off? So I fucking give up till Louise comes in and she'll have to do it. Yes, Kieran, what's happening? Kieran, Dirty Darren's boss. So you haven't sorted it out with him yet, no? Oh, the lethal, aren't they? You know what I've done? And like, anyone, especially Louise, but like, my mother. My mother, if I'm doing my mother's garden, she's like, "Watch that wire, you. Don't be getting that anywhere near the wire. You'll electrocute yourself." Louise is the same, you know what I mean? Twice today, man. Don't tell Louise, but twice today I've let the wire go under. I've let the wire from the extension, you know, the proper supply. I fucking got that caught in the fucking strimmer wire. I'm still alive. Stevie boy, what's happening, Stevie boy? Yeah, so I've had to give up. I've had to give up till, well, just before this. Oh, don't tell Louise, she's listening now, she's going to kill me. Lou, I have to wait, I'm sorry, right, I've done the hedge and I've done the other side, I've got a bit of tidying up to do, but if you heard there about the strimmer, like, I'll have to wait till you come in, because it's boring anyway when you're doing it on your own, innit? So you can sit down and have a beer and talk to us while I finish it off. If I'm in the mood, I'm the best gardener in the world, honestly. You give me a garden. I've got me G-Tech hedge trimmer. I've got my strimmer. I've got a brush, a shovel, and that's it. And a garden that needs sorting, and that's me happy. Randy, you know what, mate? You're devastated because there is one person in here who knows. I told him. I told one person who knows. Yeah, look at that. Look at that, Lou. Naughty, that, innit? Naughty. Diane, how you doing, Diane? Pick up yourself there. Yeah, you know what though? It even got to the point where 10 to 3, I was going on there, I went on, typed in Google how to replace your strimmer wire, but there's that many strimmers, isn't there? I'll have to go outside and get the like model number of it. But there's just loads of little holes in the spool, and like it looks dead easy. But I even had to go and get a pair of tweezers from upstairs to try and pull the wire through. That's all I'm saying anyway, fuck it. But yeah, it is a little bit too hot, like. Who's typing in capitals, like? There's a few people who'll be like, what the fuck's Randy on about there? Walnut whip. Who was it who got the walnut whip? It was Stevie, wasn't it? The absolute batty fish. I'll be finished by 5, Lou. When you get in, do whatever you have to do, and then you can have a few hours chilled out while the sun's out. Stick your walnut whip up your ass. There was some good guesses, like, I'll give you that. It was quite funny, like. Leslie, because it's you, I'm going to tell you, right, but nobody else can listen, right? So, about 2 years ago, somebody on here was really pissing me and Louise off, right? Which a lot of people pisses off, but this one person was pissing us right off, right? And this person isn't on here anymore now. I haven't seen her for a long time. So, out of character, we said we need another account, you know, so we can go in and say what we want to say and have a bit of fun with it. So we created this other account, and I come up with this name. And it was funny, like, we both laughed at it and that. But I did say too much, like, I give him a few clues about what it was. I said a chocolate bar, and fucking somehow Stevie boy, yeah, guessed the chocolate bar, but there's a name in front of the chocolate bar. Gav, how you doing, Gav? What's happening, mate? Hey Gav, I'm not even going to have a go. I'm not even going to rip Gav today. I'm just going to leave him alone. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even going to rip him. Yes, brother. Respect, man. Yeah, I'm not even going to have a go at Gav, because he has found his gay card, and fair play to him. He'd lost it for a while, but he just found it. Oh, the riffraff's in. The riffraff is in. Riffraff, AK, Fairy Fizz. It's the Flavours fan club in today, innit? Big up Flavs if you're listening. You never ever jump on. You've been in me chat about 3 times. Give you one of them, Flavs. That's what makes me laugh about Flavours. I love him a bit, yeah. And right, Lou, see you in a bit. We won't talk about you. So Flavs, you know, I've been on his panel loads of time. Tried to get on last week, but my sound was all fucked up. And he knows that. Like, I texted him offline and shit. Never ever has he been on my panel, like, never ever. Yet there'll be times when I'm sat watching some random live, right, of somebody who we know on here, but I don't know, no one specific, could be anyone. The Flavours will pop up in the chat, and I'll be like, right, got time to jump in there, or, you know what I mean? Not supporting your mates and that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so just chilled out one this afternoon. I'm chilled all the time now anyway. Went through a little bit of a phase a few weeks ago. I don't even know how we got into it, you know, where it culminated in Yeti calling me out, yeah, and me saying I'm going to fill Yeti in, yeah, which everyone knows I would fill Yeti in, no problem. I know, it's bad that, isn't it? If you've been in at the start, Fizzy, you would have known, like, why, there was a story behind it. Yeah, so culminated in Yeti calling me out, yeah. I'm not saying the Yeti's not welcome in here. Everyone's welcome. There's a few people who won't come on who won't get on the panel, but I'll allow them in the chat. But we're going back to like boring, chilled out moon. You know what I mean? I see what's happening. I see. Have you watched this film, Fly Me to the Moon, the movie that's out now? It's on at the pictures now, yeah. I seen it on the side of a bus 2 weeks ago. Fly Me to the Moon. I thought, oh, fuck me. I've made it. But yeah, man, they're all still allowed on, but it'll just be no beef. And we won't be having massive panels. I prefer 1 or 2 people on a panel, you know, where you can have a bit of banter and that. Yes, Patrick, how you doing, Patrick? Patrick's a bit mad, isn't he? That's what I mean, you can be as mad as you want elsewhere, yeah? But this channel was always about, like, people coming over, and you've seen another, like, was probably the real them, you know what I mean? Because let's face it, when you go on the other mad channels, you just get dragged into all the shit, don't you? Like I said, the riffraff's in. Tommy Fishfinger there. We've got Lezer in there here, Phil. We're going to allow it. Howler's in the house. Howler, what's happening? Fucking hell, don't the hours fly over, right? I remember I woke up this morning and I think Monk was on early, wasn't he? Monk did an early one, and I wasn't watching the chat, but I was listening in my earpiece. And I heard Monk saying, have a good, Howler's off to graft. Have a good day, graft, Howler. Tell you what, mate, I bet Howler, I bet you have to work twice as hard on a day like this. You know, because it can look clean, can't it? It can look clean, a window, yeah. You could spend half an hour on a window, couldn't you? Yes, Dave, I said, big up Dave, lad. Hope you're alright, mate. So you could look at a window, right, spend hours on it, can't you? Putting vinegar on it and all that, and fucking microcloths, and you think, oh, it looks spot on that, and then you come inside, and on a sunny day, you can be sat at the certain angle, you just see like streak marks, don't you? But that's what happens though, that's what happens, Howler, when you try to do a lady's job, you know? If you try to do a lady's job, that is one job. Saying that, I do like, you know, saying that I do like, I don't mind cleaning windows, I am quite good at it. Don't you have a jar of sarsens in your pocket, like, Howler? It's supposed to be good, that, you know, for windows and that. Yeah, man, we'll get round to that in a minute, because I've just seen that on a YouTube post. I don't exactly know what's happened or know the story behind it. You know what, Fizz, I actually, right, believe it or not, I actually had to put my jeans on, right? They were already dirty, but I thought, there's no point in getting some more trousers dirty, yeah? And when you're using a strimmer, it can be, you can get like little cuts on your legs and that, so I did have my jeans on, but when I'd done what I'd done as much as I could, I've got my shorts on now. Told you, man, white vinegar there, Fairy Fizz knows, see? She knows, man. Is that where she's been? I didn't say that, but I can't believe it, like. Honestly, right, I'm not... Reach and wash. Is that with one of them big massive poles and that? No, let me tell you this, Fizz. So a few years ago, right, I was doing some strimming and I had shorts on, right? And I didn't think any more of it, put my strimmer away. I went to work on the night, started itching, right, down like near my calf, near my ankle. I thought, what the fuck's that? Itching, right? About an hour later, right, my ankle was like Leslie's, they were like that, right, like tree trunks. I got the point where like I took my shoe off, and no lie, man, my leg was like my thigh, my ankle was like my thigh, right? Absolute total panic. Went to hospital, and it was cellulitis. Have you heard of that? Cellulitis. And when you look into it, man, it sounds proper minging, right? It's like it's if you get a little cut or something, it's like a parasite. Like a parasite that gets under your skin and fucking makes your fucking legs like swell out and all that. Horrible. So now, if I do any swimming now, I do like try to cover my legs up. I know it sounds like cellulitis. Sounds like something that, like, you know what Leslie's got on the back of her thighs and that, and on her ass cheeks and that. I think Randy's got a bit of cellulitis as well. Like, happy birthday yesterday for Steve McGeary. Anyone who didn't know, it was Steve's birthday yesterday. He did have man flu, so he couldn't really celebrate it properly, you know. But we let everyone know it was his birthday and that he had man flu and that. Big shout out there. Not long, mate. Not long, to be honest. Is anyone watching the Olympics? What about that fella? I know this is a horrible subject, but what about that fucking Dutch bloke, yeah, who's convicted rapist? Convicted child rapist. And he's playing for the fucking Netherlands in the beach volleyball. I think my mate Danny G's jumped on it and he lost the plot a little bit on his live this morning. But that's wrong, that, innit? You can't be doing that, like. There were Vander, elephants, Leslie, both the same, aren't they? But I could have used both as an example. I don't know. Can anyone tell us when the BMXing's on? Because, you know, me and Randy, that's all. Well, it's what I'm looking forward to the most, like, as well as like the track and field. I don't even know how long it's on. Quite enjoyed the archery this morning. Did anyone watch the archery? We've got the women's rugby on at the minute. We're getting slaughtered. I think it's sevens though, isn't it? You know what? I'm waiting for the day, right, when he does a StreamYard live. I know he does all loads of shit on TikTok and all that, right, but when is he going to do a StreamYard live, you know, so someone can go on and like actually have a conversation with him, challenge him live to a lot of his claims and that, you know what I mean? But I'm glad to see Northern King. I'm glad to see Northern King's finally got a grip of the golf. He's starting to edit his golf lives, you know, and like he did his first one the other day. And if I was any good at editing, that's what I'd be doing. Danny G's golf lives. But hopefully we'll get a bit more from the Northern King. He used to come in here, King. Going to tell me that his notifications aren't working, or he's too busy taking photos of Penshaw Monument. Yeah, because Randy used to be a BMXer. Was it you, Randy? It was, wasn't it? Randy used to have a rally burner. You know, rally burner with a number plate on the front with like sticker on it, Top Shagger. He was only 8 at the time. all his mates had like numbers on the number plates and little stickers out for what you got free out of like Kellogg's cornflakes, and Randy just had like Top Shag on his number plate. He used to put like beer mats, you know, in the back, so when his rally burner went down the road you could hear him before you could see him. And Phil had a grifter, I think Phil told me before. Was it a grifter, Phil, that you pimped up? No, they're normally blue, but Phil like spent days spraying it, you know, like the LGBT colours. And he was only 10 as well at the time, so he was well ahead of his time, like. It's psychedelic, isn't it? Psychedelic. So let me quickly tell you what bikes I remember, right? So the first ever bike I had was a Budgie. I learned to ride on a Budgie, yeah. And then I think I had a Tomahawk. And then I think I had a Striker. Then I had a Grifter. I was too late for it. I'm too young for a chopper. There's a few people in here who'll have had choppers, like. Randy, that's the bike, the chopper, mate. Not like your schlong, yeah. Chopper. Oh, wait, fizzy, man. Not that bad. The Commando, though, what was that, a rally? Was that a rally? Rally Commando. Them grifters, though, Vander, I bet it weighed more than you, didn't it, the grifter? It was like, if you had a puncture on your grifter, you might as well just leave it at the side of the road, because you're not pushing it, are you? You know what I mean? But, yeah, the rally burner, wasn't it? In fact, I had a rally Eclipse. Naughty. Fizz had a drifter there. I think she means grifter, but she's probably had a bit too much smoke today, you know what I mean? Smoking too many joss sticks. I think everyone had a rally burner though, didn't it? It was that like, I remember it was the same time when the rally burner come out. It was the same year that the first ever computers come out, you know, Spectrum 48. You know, the ones that like the ones that just went crazy, didn't they? Everyone had them. So I remember getting a rally burner, yeah, for Christmas. And just being absolutely like totally buzzing, yeah. But then as well as that, like me thinking, oh, that's my Christmas over, I'm happy. But then my mum and dad pulled this other like box out, yeah, and says, oh yeah. And it was a Spectrum 48. What can I say, man? I even got, you know, the tape, you needed a tape recorder with them as well, didn't you? With all the wires and all that, like. Yeah, Leslie used to take the seat off all the bikes that she got. She said, oh, I don't need the seat, like. That's why her legs were so chunky, man. She couldn't sit down. Yeah, they were red and yellow, weren't they? The original rally burners, like. Mate, I don't care, mate. I'm just trying to like waste some time. 2 hours is a long time, you know what I mean? But Gab B did say he's just eating his pizza while he sat in his ice bath, and then he's going to jump on and tell us about his walnut whip. Oh, do you know, we all did the Tarzies, like, didn't we? We called them a Tarzie. Who called them a Tarzie? You know, down the beck. Does anyone else call it a beck? You know, if you live in a decent area, you've got a beck, haven't you? You know, like a little stream running, like, right through your town. Well, our beck was 200 yards away from my house. And usually you'd have trees over it, wouldn't you? And someone, we always made someone got some decent rope. Somebody who was good at climbing. Sounds like Leslie was the one who had to go up the tree and tie the knot. Nice bit of rope. And then you got a bit of wood or something, didn't you? You know, like a what they call tourniquet, like a tourniquet. And if it was good, it'd be there for years, wouldn't it, man? That was the Tarzie, but there was always a few broken bones in that one. You were always running home to you, or crawling home to your mum, crying your eyes out because you'd fell off the Tarzie. Say hello then, and then nick off. She just wants to say hello, and then she's going to nick off. Still beheaded. Go on, mate. Honestly, it's like pushing. She weighs more than Leslie, and that's saying something. Honestly, man. 3-year-old, 6 stone. Now, you were 6 stone when you were 3, weren't you, Leslie? Or one of your legs was 6 stone. Howler calls them a burn. Oh, what the beck? We'll highlight that one because Randy's spent a bit of time typing that out, so he'll cry if I don't read that out. Someone that's doing well for themselves in Borough. There you go, Randy. Oh, you had a tyre on as well. Posh, eh? What, you come home with 2 broken arms and a broken nose? I thought Leslie's mum and dad used to say to Leslie, man up. Say, man up, Les. Fuck's sake. It's only a broken arm and a compound fracture in your leg. Get out, you don't have to be in till 9 o'clock. Ice, we'll talk about rappers in a minute, mate. We'll talk about LL Cool J and Snoop Dogg, just to keep Ice happy. Or fucking whatever you call them. Any crap rappers. It's weird seeing Ice without being green, like not a member, you know what I mean? He must be skint this month, he can't afford the £2. He must be waiting until he gets his pip. I did see them Gucci shoes like Ice. They were naughty, them. They go nice with a nice pair of Tommy Fish finger chinos. A nice grandad shirt with a tank top. We were all getting Rally Burners and Ice Chain was getting like felt tip pens. You know, and Sharpies and that. When the Sharpie come out, Ice Chain was like, couldn't sleep for 3 days. I wasn't going to highlight any more Randy's, but I have to highlight that one there. Like, I'd even forgot Randy was in here. Shit on a stick in here. Who's seen that film? Who's seen that film, right? What was it called? Fucking hell, Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Has anyone seen Diary of a Wimpy Kid? Was it the cheese touch? You know, there was that bit of cheese on the playground in the school. I'm not talking shite. 420. 420. Will you teach Ice Chain something about rap music? Because he thinks he knows. Just give him some questions about rap music, mate. He needs telling, you know what I'm saying? Do you have to wear the high vis like Howler when you're doing the old... You haven't got a real job if you haven't got a high vis like, have you? I haven't made it on YouTube yet anyway, because Ice Chain hasn't done a drawing of us. I think what it is, I'm too hard to draw, you know what I mean? Because let's face it, like, you've got to have a feature, haven't you? You know, you've got to have a standout feature for someone to draw you, you know what I mean? Like, obviously Tunes, a massive nose and that. Leslie, like, massive ears and that. And Randy, like, just like a big schlong in it. But you've got to have something to focus on in it. Before I forget, right, I know there's a few ladies in here, and Leslie. I have just done my team. I've just put my team in for Slim Reaper's Fantasy Premier League thing, right? It takes 5 minutes. I wasn't dreading it, but I'm a bit hopeless at shit like that. But I thought, no, definitely getting in this one, like. So I picked the team out this morning. I've managed with the code that he's given us, and I'm in the league. I think there's only about 10 of us. But it'll be a bit of fun, you know what I mean? I'm going to be like, not updating it, but giving you updates like every time there's a game and that. We'll just have a bit of banter, you know what I mean? Obviously, whoever's last is going to get tortured. Yeah, I think Steve, you're in, aren't you, mate? Did you see my team? I've just put it in there this morning, Steve. But I think Slim's already put 50 quid in the prize pot, yeah? And I think it's a tenner a team, so hopefully if we get like 20-30 people in, it'll be good crack. Let's face it, if you want to be a man, you've got to be good at football, haven't you, or football management. You know, some of us are Gareth Southgates, some of us are Pep Guardiolas, you know what I mean? I can tell you now, just imagine 420 now, because this was like the summer of, must have either been 2021 or 2022. 420 just epitomised the summer on YouTube, like just him sat in his with his patio doors open, just stoned off his napper every day, no top on, just on YouTube, just laughing. Bees, what's happening, Bees? Hope you're good there, mate. Randy, are you aware where Brian Clough was born, mate? Are you aware that he is the top goal scorer for Middlesbrough of all time? Are you aware that he was brought up and born and bred in Middlesbrough, mate? We don't mess about. You know what I mean? You got Brian Clough and then you got Bernie Slaven. Bernie Slaven. Yes, Slim, I've got it, mate. Just had a little text off Slim there. If there's any, Steve, if you're clever enough, you can stick that link in. You know, Slim's link. Just keep sticking it in, man. I'll stick this link out as well. Like, we're only on till 5 today, so I've got gardening and that to do. You know what I mean? Torbs will fill your in, Phil. It's turbs anyway, not torbs. Turbs. I tell you what I've just been listening to there from Saturday night. Beezy. He's alright, Beezy, and he's a bit of a dude, our Beezy like. You're only saying that because he's not here, Phil. I'll just text him and tell him that Phil's calling him out and that. What's the temperature where you are? Like 420. You were down south, aren't you, man? It's fucking hot down there, like. Mate, he is finished on here, that fella. Like, I mean, right? I don't know why, right? But for some reason, I wasn't giving him a pass. Yeah, I wasn't giving Jimmy a pass. But I could sort of tolerate him, yeah, in the chat. I could tolerate him. But not after what he did last week, like with... he's the reason why... I think he's the reason why Smithers has had to stop the GoFundMe thing for his wife, you know. It was despicable, like, and just can't come back from that. And PP just totally ran him off the other day, from what I heard the other morning. PP's got something over him, like a lot more than you'll ever have over him. 420. PP has got photos of his wife's schlong. He must have, because he had him on the ropes. He was ready to leave YouTube, right? He stopped short of begging PP to leave him alone, basically. Yes, Slim. Big up, Slim. Yeah, we're gonna ramp it up a bit. I've put my team in this morning, Slim, but we will ramp it up because we've got 2.5 weeks. 2.5 weeks to the start. But yeah, Jimmy. Nah, man. And you know what the funniest thing was? He said on the morning, when PP totally roasted him, he said, "Oh, I'm going off YouTube for a while. I've had enough. I can't take it." I think it was 3 hours before he posted something, and 12 hours before he was on another panel. It's his life, isn't it? YouTube's his life, man. But nah, you can't keep doing what you want and just apologising and thinking it's alright, you know what I mean? We could all do that. Nah. But yeah, there's some people who are just not welcome, and here he is one of them, like, definitely. And he's lucky anyone's giving him the time of day, to be honest. Fox getting back to his old self, and he, you know, I was getting a bit worried about him for a bit, but PP's the man of the moment as well, isn't he? You know what I mean? Like, PP just ran YouTube for about the last 2 weeks. Every time you turn YouTube on, PP was there. Like, apart from on here, his notifications can't be working for this channel, like, but thankful. Got to have them windows open, Janie. That is Janie, innit? She keeps changing the bloody name. I'm looking for a new avatar as well. Louise has been saying for a while that I've needs a new avatar. You know, Janino. I've had Janino there for a while, you know what I mean? You know what? I don't even know. I'm not even sure. Like, oh, I wouldn't do it justice if I tried to explain, but it wasn't good. Like, it wasn't good. I don't know if somebody in the chat can sort of break it down in a sentence for Charlotte. Just took advantage of a bad situation, you know what I mean? A serious situation. He took advantage of it for his own benefit, you know what I mean? And he come out just looking like a right twat. I'm not going to lie, PP did get me through Saturday morning at work, like, you know, that, you know, when he was driving to London with his mate. What was his mate? What was his mate called? Dave. Fucking hell. Dave's definitely got the face of the face for radio, like, I think. Expo's still about, right? I caught Norris. Was anyone in Norris's live? I think it was, might have been last night, you know, or yesterday. I was in bed. Could have been this morning. Norris, like, Norris is my mate, yeah. And he got a bit disillusioned with YouTube, you know what I mean? He's one of the good ones, Norris. And he's got fed up of all the shit, but you know, he does still pop up now and again, and Expo was in his channel. Expo was in his chat. Yeah. There, Charlotte. That's a little snippet. I'm not even sure of the full conversation, and Dave's like my good friend on here, you know what I mean? But if you're listening, I'm going to say this now, yeah? If I think his wife's got the, she's got the private appointment tomorrow. Whether they find out much in this first appointment, which I'm not sure whether they might do tests and all that, yeah. If it turns out that there's a problem, yeah, and there's going to be treatment, then I haven't even told Dave this, but I will be doing like something. I'll be doing something, and it'll be fun, but all the money will be going to Dave. and that'll be me doing my thing for my mate on here, and it will be all on YouTube as well. And I have an idea what it'll be. I think Louise might even be joining us. It is going to be a physical task, not what you think, Randy. Will be an endurance, a test of endurance. Nothing to do with golf, believe it or not, mate. Nothing to do with golf, like. Was he? Someone else told me that. I tell you who else is one to watch out for. Danny Leeds. I seen Danny Leeds having a heart to heart with the Beast on his channel. Danny Leeds. And then the same person, Danny Leeds, was talking to Julian last night as well. On Julian's panel, telling us some prison stories and that. He doesn't sound like the type of lad who'd get on well in prison, like, but he is like as well. He is. I didn't know much about Danny Leeds, but you know it says it all when you're on Decker's panel and you're bouncing off Decker. You know what I mean? Where's Paddy, like, Charlotte? Who we call him, Paddy? Can't see Paddy. Oh, are we on about Stevie? Paddy One Shot. What's the Paddy One Shot referring to, like, Stevie? I'm glad you've got your avatar back, like, though, the original, you know, looking suave there. Look at Stevie. Looking the old happy chappy there. Do some good suits, Primark, like, don't they? Big up the Primark suits there, Stevie. Would I? It's hard to ignore yous two, man. Fucking hell. It's only because I'm not used to seeing yous in here, you know what I mean? Flavours can't be on today, like. Flavours can't be on. You mustn't like the skateboarding at the Olympics. You've done the tea. You've done the housework. And it was either go to sleep or watch Moon for a bit. Peddies. Is that the Irish Primark? I thought Primark was Irish. I can remember life before Primark. When he just had Asda. I'm not going to lie, yesterday, me and Louise went to Durham yesterday, yeah? We had a little walk around Durham. Durham's like it's a nice city, you know what I mean? They've got a nice cathedral and that there. There's a lot of students there and that. A lot of Chinese. But we went in, what was the shop? TJ Hughes. Do we all know TJ Hughes? Have we all got a TJ Hughes? It's like a TK Maxx. It's like a TK Maxx copy, basically. Sells a bit of everything. But while we were walking around there, while we were walking around this TJ Hughes, they must have their own radio station or something, you know, and they've got some bloke telling you all the offers and that are on. I'm sure I heard him say that they've just got a new delivery of Sergio Tacchini. Remember Sergio Tacchini? What the tennis players used to wear and that. Sergio Tacchini, like, and t-shirts for like a tenner and shit. Oh, the skateboarding's on. Skateboarding's on, Randy. Canal Purpalaki's on there for Canada. It's Purpalaki. He's a bit shit, like, he's just trying to do one of them, you know, where he just fell over twice, like. He's not, who's that skateboarder bloke? Ice Chain, you know him, what's he called? Skateboarding, Purpalaki's just been on there, Randy, BBC One. Nelly, what's happening? Nelly, big up the Scousers. You don't have a TJ Hughes? We bought a fan from there yesterday, you know, the freestanding fans. Let's get it right. Let's get this right. I put it up, yeah, with a little bit of help off Louise. I put this fan together. Let me tell you, not just a pretty face. And it's still working as well. Tony Hawks, thank you. He's no Tony Hawks, like. Nice. Did anyone, was anyone good on a skateboard apart from Ice? Did anyone do the skateboarding? I know Phil did the rollerblades. I know Phil was a good rollerblader, like. You'd often see him there in you'd often see him, you know, flying around Liverpool on his with his roller boots on, his cycling shorts. Oh, Slim, mate, you're coming too late. We've just been on about the BMXing and that. We were on about Randy's rally burner that he had with the number plate on with Top Shagger on it. Yeah, I've got BBC One on, like, Randy. Just get out your wicker chair. What t-shirt you got on today, like, Randy? Are you getting another day out with the Bruce Springsteen t-shirt, or is it the Thin Lizzy? Ice skating, ooh. You know what? I've never had to go to ice skating because I was always scared of, like, losing my fingers. Is that where you lost some of your fingers, like, Leslie? Ice skating? Is that where you lost one of your ears as well? You know, because I always imagine falling over, and the first thing you do when you fall over is put your hands out, and then somebody just coming along, Torval and Dean coming along and just taking your fingers off. Fizz, this live's not about your sex life. That's for another night. We only talk about things like that after 9 o'clock there, Fizz. So if you just keep them stories to yourself. Yep. I think there were rainbow coloured ones, Leslie, that Phil had. Where's Gab B anyway? Gab B's fell asleep in his ice bath. Is the only ginger who can fall asleep in an ice bath. Phil, did you used to rock the elbow and knee pads as well, mate, when you were flying around Liverpool? He was always saying, like, he was always saying to his mum and dad, do you want out from the shop? Do you want out from the shop? He's just wanting to be out in his boots. Nice, I'm gonna highlight that comment because I do remember playing Tony Hawk's. I didn't have a clue what I was doing, I was just pretending that I did. You know, just pressing all the buttons at once. I reckon even Leslie with her, because Leslie had to get her rollerboot specially made. You know, one had like a, you know, for a club foot. There's Phil's excuse there because he can't think of anything funny, blaming it on that dodgy hash he's smoking. Been getting hash off the Lebanese bloke next door to him. You know, he went round and the bloke said, go on, pick your deal. Phil having a look to see, through the cling film, having a look to see which was the best deal. I'll have that one, mate. It's alright, Phil. You'll get it back, mate. You'll get it back. Yeah, specially made. I bet they cost a fortune, them, Les. You know, because you have to have like the bigger wheels on one foot. What was it, your right foot or your left foot? I only know what you're on about, Fizz, because my son showed me some of them, right? And it was the one that I always remember was, I think it was a Chinese woman, right? And she was eating honeycomb. You know, honeycomb. You might have even seen it if you're into the asamia. Is that how you pronounce it? Asamia. So, for anyone who doesn't know, I'm no expert in it. But this ASMR asamia, it's basically crystal clear sounds, isn't it? Of like just videos of like the one that comes to mind is honeycomb, and this Chinese woman was eating, like biting honeycomb, and it was the sound. It sounds fucking mad. Yeah, give us some more examples, Fizz, because like I say, the only one I remember is the honeycomb. Randy, you had a quarter pipe in your back garden, didn't you? He was doing the, what were they called? I could do a, you know, where you went up to the curb and like put the brakes on the curb, or a bunny hop. That was about my that was about my limit, like the bunny hop. Writing. Is there a channel like Fizz? Have we got a channel like? Do you just put ASMR in YouTube and it'll come up? Oh, we've got a bromance on the go, people. Ice Chain's found a new friend. It's Randy, bouncing off each other in the chat there. Let's show some respect. Let's show a bit of love there for Randy and Ice. What have I told you about the LOLs? I've told you, LOLs are banned. LOL is banned, but LOLs is even worse. You've seen it, haven't you, Phil? You've seen it. It's a beautiful thing, like. You know, in these, like, all this shit on YouTube, it's nice to have a little... It's nice to have a little bromance, you know, two grown men just getting on in the chat, innit? And in fact, it's a beautiful thing, like. You just remember where it started. Before you know it, they'll be Ice will be getting a wicker chair, and he'll be buying Thin Lizzy albums and that, and Bruce Springsteen. I'm going to leave it there, Randy. It's not fair. You know, just we'll leave them to it, lads. Leave them to it. But it's obvious Randy won't be going in the. Randy won't be doing the fantasy football thing. You know. You know, if we ever do a fantasy skateboarding or a best drawing competition or something, you know, you'll be there, Randy. All the best, mate. All the best, fella. There we go, people. Get on that one. So, all you do, for the 17 people that's in, right, if you're not in it, if you're not in the Premier League Fantasy Slim Reapers Fantasy League, right, it means that you love Ice Chain. You love Ice Chain Pure Water if you're not in this Fantasy Premier League, yeah? And I will be highlighting the people who aren't in it. So you click on go to the Google, type in Fantasy Premier League app, pick a team. I think you get 100 million. Pick your team, go to the section where it says join leagues, invitation leagues, join invitation league, and type in, it'll ask you for a code, and them last 6 digits at the end there, Z, type them in as they are there, write it down, and that's it. You're in the league, and you'll see the real men in there. There's real men in there at the minute. There's about 10 of us. And I'm not sure how we get the money to you, Slim, but and I know I can get my money to you. But yeah, Slim's kindly put £50 in already out of his back pocket. And we've only got to put a tenner in. But you know what, Slim? If we get enough people in, right, and we get it, you know, it gets going and we're all into it, maybe we could give like a manager of the month or something, you know what I mean? Manager of the month prize. Scribble that's the code you need there. It's dead easy, man, dead easy. I've texted a few people this morning, Slim. I've been right on it. I've been right on it like a Michael bit of all sorts bonnet. Just to break it up a little bit, I would like to. I did show a little bit of this. One sec, Pete. And we're back in the room. Sorry about that. Where was I? Yeah. Where was I? Oh yeah. So I did give you a little preview of this, and I have had permission. He isn't in today, but I have had permission. They're talking. I know you'd be desperate for more of that, and obviously Vanda will have seen that before. That's how Garth tapped Vanda up. See, we're letting all the little secrets out here on the Moon channel there. You don't want to be cooking when you're looking at that, like, do you? It's going to put you off, you're cooking that, like. Oh yeah, it does, like, doesn't it? Feels like a lifetime ago, to be honest. 2019, 5 years ago, she was fighting out. I think Did anyone see Tom Daly on the diving today? Tom Daly, didn't he come out, didn't he? He come out the closet, didn't he? I mean, it was no surprise, like, was it? Anyone with two eyes and that could see that one coming, like. Yeah, where's Gav? How Gav? Is there anyone who's got Gav's phone number? Because he did say he was having a pizza in his ice bath and then he was going to jump on. Yeah, he got a medal there, like Randy. He got a medal at the... got a medal today there. I'm not sure what colour it was, like. But I did see, you know, like when he jumped out the pool, his towel. Did you see anyone see his towel? I think he nicked it off Phil Graham, like it was the LGBT towel. You know, the rainbow colours. I know, yeah, all the women in here have all got Gav's number, I think. They've all got Gav's, what do you call it, OnlyFans, which is Gav in various poses in, well, in like, in cold environments, you know. Yeah, it was the synchronized diving. Synchronized diving. Fax is waiting for muff diving to go in the Olympics, isn't he? Oh, give it a little bit. Oh, did he only get silver, did he? Ah, it's like Adam Peaty last night. Anyone see Adam Peaty? He's some boy, isn't he? The 100-metre breaststroke. First, what he was going to be, what if he was only 200th of a second from the gold. That would have been 12 years being the Olympic champion, 3 Olympics on the trot. 100-metre breaststroke champion, and he was 200th of a second. But apparently, he's been through the mill, hasn't he? The last few years, he's been on the drink and everything, hasn't he? Hey, these are my original ones, you know. These are my originals, look. We've all seen these. Remember these bad boys? God, I can't see a thing when I take them off. Remember them, the original zebra ones with the diamonds. What's happening to Flabs? Who's doorstepping Flabs, man? Can't be serious there, man. Flabs can't be live, or Fairy Fizz and Leslie wouldn't be here. He gets some shit, doesn't he, our flavours, like. Who's doorstepping him now? Well, that's it. I mean, the 2 favourites will be you and Fact, won't they? And I know Ice Chain likes a bit of backdoor action. If pushing back was an Olympic sport, Ice Chain would be breaking all the records, you know. See, I don't think they are camp, these glasses. I think they complement my bald head. Randy, will you tell your boyfriend to stop winding us up? Tell him to stop writing lols, or you won't. Tell him you're going to fall out with him if he keeps writing lols. Randy's boyfriend, Leslie, just...
Well, it is extraordinary because you look at last time around in Tokyo, 36 routines that we had, and Japan multiplying...
Jimbo the Bull there. Jimbo the Bull's doing a bit of cooking there in his... he's got the apron on there. He's got the spice rack out. Who had a spice rack? The women in the chat, yeah, have you got a spice rack? Can you remember all kitchens had a spice rack, didn't they? I remember some of them you just never ever use. Would you remember it in the little like plastic, little plastic? What would you call them? They're not bottles, and it was always wooden, wasn't it? You were like, yeah, I might use that one day. Fucking turmeric. You know what I mean? I've got a 10 pack, like, I've got a 10 pack of Madry there, but you know the way Louise drinks them. I think they moved on from them.
Each gymnast being introduced. In terms of the British contingent, they're going to start.
They moved on from their wooden spice rack, didn't they? And I think it was it Schwartz or something? And then Asda and all them started making their own, didn't they? Their own spices and whatever. And then you started getting the posh ones, didn't you? You know, like a little carousel, spice carousel. Naughty them. It's what Jimbo's got. Spice carousel there. He's definitely got one of them aprons on now. You know, the ones with that have like the tits on them. You know, the aprons like with the tits on, so it looks like you've got your tits out. Definitely got one of them on, Jimbo, haven't you, mate? It's alright, Randy's got one as well. Oh, give a little bit. Give a little bit. He's got out the ice bath fact, hasn't he? And he's needed a slash. And he's looking for it, isn't he? He's looking for his Todger. He's like, what the fuck? When you cooking a tikka masala, especially on a day like this, your undercrackers and a vest that's what you need on, really, isn't it? You don't want any of that. You don't want any bodily fluid dripping in there, do you, mate? Rachel's in. Not that Rachel. So when you say not that Rachel, do you mean the Axel and Rachel? Yeah? I think that's who you mean, isn't it? Leslie did jump on the other week, didn't she? Remember? She just had a medication and that. She felt a bit off her head. And she did jump on, like she thought she was on Flavours, as though she said, "Fucking hell, Flavours." And then she realised she was on my channel, and she made her excuses and fucked off. Hairy camel toe, are we on about there? Like there's a few of them near, isn't there? Could be on about a few people there, mate. Oh, give a little bit. Oh, give a little bit. Well, I wasn't because of the way you treated me that like a few years ago on Daryl's when you said you were quite rude to me. You know, when you had this notion that I didn't like you. You know what I mean? Oh, he's back. He's found it. He's found it. He's relieved himself. He's just waiting to thaw out a little bit. Nah. I said I wouldn't rip you, Gav. There's Clint flying the flag, paying the bills there for me with his membership there. Big up, Clint. Looking good in green there, mate. Oh, give a little bit. Give a little bit. Well, I believe you, Gav. I believe you. Thousands wouldn't. But like I say, we have been a little bit worried about you, like, but you're a big fella now. You know, Leslie's a big woman and you're a big fella. Oh, give a little bit. I know, 199. You know, I'm pushing the boat out a little bit with the 190. Is it 199, Clint, or is it 99? Or is it? Or are you the 22.99 one? I tell you what, £2 a month. £2 a month, right? I don't know if it's worth me getting a bad back for £2 a month. Like, it's got to be worth at least £3 a month. You tell him, Clint. It's like a pint, innit, Clint? It's a pint in Wetherspoons, isn't it? You know, like all these lots. They're at the bar in Wetherspoons, and they're like, they've already had 5 pints, and then they're like, shall I get another pint, or shall I become a member on Fly Me to the Moon's channel? And they just get another pint. You know what I mean? It's just no need, like. But I always say, if there's no need, it's greed. And that's the way it's got to be, mate. Well, Fizz, don't have another pint and gift for memberships. You know what I mean? You've got to, you know, I'll be in a back brace soon. I'll have a back brace. I'll end up looking like Leslie. And for what? £2 a month. I've got to up my game if I'm getting guests on, like. You know what I mean? Yeah. Remember, if you're not in the fancy football league, you fancy ice chain. See, Gab's only put a few comments in. He's already on about Brokeback Mountain. This is what I'm on about, Gav. This is why we're all a bit worried about you. You know? You haven't even got on the panel and we're on about films of that genre.
Oh, we've got two coming on.
We've got Tunes. Tunes has got his baps out.
Sport 20. Wait a minute, I need to go and come back in. I've got an echo.
Oh, that might be me, Gav. Let me try first, Gav.
Yeah, man.
Let me try first. Hang on.
Oh no!
Got problems, haven't I, with your sound? What's that like? What's that like?
Yeah, that's
Tune Squad.
It was happening for man. You're looking funky in the sun, bro. Looking funky, man.
You know that.
I need to turn Gav settings up, like.
Good afternoon, Mr. Moon. How you doing, brother?
Gav, have you got your volume up?
No, hold on. It might be that.
My volume's right up.
You got your volume up?
That's better, isn't it? Is that better?
My volume's up. Can you hear me?
Can everyone else see you, Gav? Look at here. Look at 420 looking like suave as a bucket of piss. Look at that hairdo.
I'll tell you one thing, you Southerners are fairies, but you get good sun, so fair play, man.
Have a look at this. How long did it take it to grow that? God, look at that hair on that fella. I'd pay for that. Okay,
You're talking to somebody one of the most famous fringes on YouTube, man. I'm not talking about hair, man. You know what I mean? Between the three of us, I think we've got it sorted.
How you doing? Gav, are you alright, fella, or what?
Yeah, man. I'll be honest, like, I've had a bit of a tough time the last few weeks, but I'm getting there. Know what I mean? Just nothing that bad.
Yeah,
just mentally, just coping with real life. It's fucking quite hard sometimes, and I'm not used to coping with it. I used to just do other things to cope with it. But everyone's good. I was away. I scored 4 goals a day at the football fly me, so I've not lost it, man.
What you scored for? What in the right goal? Not all goals, proper goals.
That is 6 aside, playing 6 aside, aye.
Respect, Slim. 6 aside, that's naughty. That what, outside or inside?
In the East 5 Stadium. So we were doing like, the pitch was like the box, the size of the box. And a wee bit wider, a wee bit wider, but sideways on the box and a wee bit wider.
That's naughty, that game, like me. I always end up with blisters all over my feet doing that, you know what I mean? And you can't walk for the next fucking week. Kills you.
You've not got the right boots on. You've not got the right boots on, fly meat.
I know, yeah. These Dunlop green flash is no good, man, for farm side, mate.
You need to keep on playing to get to. It's the boots. The boots need to mould onto your feet.
Yeah, man. Is that why you started doing the ice baths? I know we're only ripping you about the ice baths, Gav, and going skinny dipping in the North Sea. Fair play to you, mate. Fair play, man.
It's amazing. It's brilliant for, like, see when you're carrying wee injuries, it gets rid of that, like wee muscle injuries. But more importantly, it's good mentally. It's good. Like, I always feel good after it for a couple of days.
So the first time you done it, Gav, I don't know. It's bad enough for me getting in like a bath that's not hot enough. I'm whinging, you know what I mean? But getting in an ice bath, man, just when you get past your balls and that, is that the worst bit?
The 2 worst bits is your feet, and then obviously your nuts.
Honestly, man, I think my body is stripped down. Like it does. I know it's beneficial. Like it is beneficial. Like, but I don't know if I could do it. I don't think I could do it. Like, unless I had to for charity or something. You know what I mean?
I'm not kidding, Flying. I didn't find it for about 8 hours after I'm in that North Sea. It's gone. I can't find it. It just fucking hides it. It's like, as soon as it feels that cold water, it's like, I'm fucking going into your belly. Nah, but it's good.
So,
it's good, man. It's fucking definitely good.
420, how you doing, mate? You look suave there, like.
I'm doing good, man. I'm not too bad, bro.
I hope you don't leave that mask on when like someone comes to the door or your neighbours shouting you over the fence at up. Be like, what the fuck?
Mate, it's quite open over there actually, so yeah, I've got to be careful when I've got it on. I think, what am I doing?
Fucking hell, that mask.
What's that?
Where are you, 420? Where are you, in your back garden?
Yeah, man, yeah.
He lives outside in the summer, like I said. One of my first memories of coming on YouTube was 420, just with no top on and that. Remember? Was that 2 years ago, mate? Or
It was
3?
about. It probably was 2 years ago, actually. Yeah. Yeah. This is the first time I've actually been in the garden sunbathing.
Is it?
This is the first time ever. I'm christening it today.
Okay, now. Because you're always painting somewhere, aren't you, mate?
Yeah, the painting's
Or
really
trying to.
trying to. Yeah.
You always opens the tin and then has another joint and then that'll fucking wait, you know what I mean?
I know, man. I painted the bedroom and I've left bits, but it looks better than it was.
No, respect for jumping on the 420 and Gav are the type of people I want on any, you know what I mean?
You know,
Because
bro.
I went a bit west side, like, I don't know if you've seen, Gav, I don't know if you've seen the last few lives where I had Yeti on and Bob and, you know, it was all getting a bit messy and there's too many channels like that now, isn't there?
Yeah.
Aye,
Definitely.
aye. I think it does need different types of lives and different types of people.
Well, just
Even
where you
visually,
come on and
I
just
didn't like it. I didn't like it. Like you jump on certain panels and everybody just shouting over each other. And I just didn't like that anymore. I'd rather come on here, chat, a wee laugh. No, that's it, man.
yeah, man.
he's got Jimmy as well.
Yeah. 420, mate. What about what Jimmy's done this week? He's really got low on me, like he's finished, isn't he? What he's done this week, like just beyond belief, like with Smithers and that. You know what I mean? He's not welcome in here. Not welcome in here, like.
Definitely.
He's still not owning up. He's still not admitting that to him, is it? Is he?
Aye, that's definitely him. 100% that weatherman thing. That's. Do you know something? I knew about that for about a year before that came out, or about 8 or 9 months. I knew about that.
I wrote him a message today, and I said, "Why'd you keep grassing my channel up?" He replied back. He said, "It's those 2 law firms, but it's not me." So why would you?
You know what? He'd be better off just admitting that it was him, wouldn't it? And then we can all just like move on. You know what I mean? Just fucking admit it.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Admitting he done what? What's he done?
Just so
He struck my channel, right? I come across another channel through somebody else the other day that he had another channel from about 3 years ago. And then I uploaded one of the videos on my channel and he struck me for it.
Fucking hell. What about the stuff with Smithers as well? He was arguing with Anton or something?
Yeah, that was really bad, yeah.
I'm not sure of the full story, but I just know that a lot of people have said he's like Bob way below the belt. You know what I mean? Like, he donated to Smithers' GoFundMe, but then he did it for the wrong reasons, didn't he? You know, PP's the one who's got the full story.
I think he was offering money. I think he done a video offering money to somebody to damage Anton's house or door or something along those lines, but then using the Smithers link, GoFundMe link, saying he'll put money to that if somebody does it. He could have, if he feels like I disagree with it, right? If he feels like he didn't need to use the fucking GoFundMe, did he? He could have done it some other way.
Yeah.
But then that's just crazy, man. It's just crazy.
But I just didn't like the way even before that, where he said, I was watching the live where he said, "Look, Smithers, I know you don't like me and you think I'm a nonce and all this, but I am going to donate," which is like wrong anyway, isn't it? Just to even do it like that. You know what I mean? He just needs to fuck off, basically. Like, and he's not even funny anymore.
Too involved behind the scenes. Too much. People want to know
involved in all the
each other.
Just involved. I mean, He said he was going off YouTube. Did you hear him 420 where he said, oh, PP had him running like with his
Yeah,
tail between his legs the other morning. And he
yeah.
lasted, I think, 3 hours before he put a post up. And then he was on
PP
someone's
wanted,
panel, you know.
PP wanted to deport him for 30 grand.
Yeah, that was it, yeah. Fucking hell. He's got something over him, and if anyone, I mean, PP agrees that that's him in the picture, doesn't he?
It's definitely, we know it's him, so we ain't even got to say it ain't. We know it's him.
I know, yeah. Yeah, he's a fucking waste man. He's a waster.
And
James is good,
why
isn't
he's
he?
still denying that when it's so obvious? It's so obvious it's him. How can he deny it?
I know.
Well, when you first brought that first weather report out,
What was
420,
that?
right?
What was that? 420. Say that again.
I forgot what I just said, Gav.
So when you brought that first video out of him, where he was doing that weather report,
yeah, that was actually through another channel, so I can't take all the credit for that. I just carried it on, but I knew he struck Wacky's channel, and he did that John Doe's channel, and I just carried it on. In the end, I lost my channel. But
yeah, because I looked at that, right? I tried to give him the benefit. I tried to look at it and see if somebody had like dubbed it, you know, put the voice over to match his mouth, but you couldn't do it, could you?
nah.
But people are doing shit like that now, aren't they?
420. You got another channel on the go?
I have actually, but I haven't. I haven't really put it out there. I called it "Living the Tight Life," but I'm back or something, and I was just going to upload all the videos on it.
Well, that was the original channel. I knew about that channel. I seen it. I came across it by accident about 9 months ago, and I knew straight away it was Jimmy. I knew straight. I just didn't say it to anybody. It was nothing to do with me. I wasn't really bothered about it, you know.
Yeah.
And then when everybody got to know about it and you started pushing it, I was like, fuck it. I knew it was coming. It was just a matter of time.
Yeah.
It's like there's only tunes who thinks you're a troll, isn't there? None of us think you're a troll. We can all see that you're abusing yourself, aren't you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the more he reacts to it, the more you're going to do it. That's the way it works, isn't it? It's all harmless fun, man. You know what I mean?
I'm literally just doing harmless fun, man. But they create about it. They take it to bed with them and all sorts.
So, 420, right? So, you know when you first came on here, did you have a clue how to edit, or have you just learned all that yourself? You're putting all the videos together with music. Have you just learned all that, or were you a bit savvy?
Yeah, no, just I was doing it a little bit before I come on YouTube, but yeah, I've just always messed around with apps and things on phones and tablets, and I used to edit a couple of pages for someone on Instagram, and I used to upload like I've got my channel page out there now, and I don't know, I've probably posted over two or 3,000 videos of just like different hip hop clips, just all on hip hop and rap and that. But then I started
on Insta 420.
yeah.
Yeah, cool, man.
And then there was this guy on there. He could see that I was doing a lot of posts and this, that, and the other, and I started running his channel. But the thing was, I wasn't getting any money for it. And he kept saying to me, "You got to you got to like all the channels and interact with the chat and put stuff up that I like and what other." This was back in 2016, man. But but I just like messing around, man. I just always messing around.
So, are you passionate about your music? Is your rap your passion? Is it, or do you just like it?
Well, it is my passion, really. Like I've always loved hip hop and rap. Like I mean, when I was younger, I had to get a set of 1210s because I always wanted to do a bit of scratching and stuff. So I had all my decks and vinyl back in the day, and I was mixing up all sorts and bits and pieces. But I sold my decks one New Year's Eve, I think. I don't know whether that was when I was working at Royal Mail.
Yeah.
But No, I've always
I mean,
loved
it's
pop.
not just. It's. I'll be honest, right? There was a little spell about probably about 6 months ago where you were on fire, mate, with your videos with tunes. I mean, if the music as well that you were playing, and you were getting like 20, 30, 40 people in on when you were putting the premiere out, and it was the music. But it was good because you wrote tunes at the same time as well, you know what I mean? So it just made it even better.
I know. I remember
You should,
putting the first tune together, and I was thinking that sounds pretty good, man. Because I was messing around with this music app, and I thought, oh no, I'll just put a few tune samples in it, and it sounded pretty
yeah,
good.
man. I just, it's like the way you got it all right. You know, does the computer do that for you, or like just, when you
No,
get tuned saying something, just right in the middle of a beat, or just for a beat starts.
yeah, like I put them in just before the beat starts, and like if there's a little gap between the beat, I sort of like I sort of cut. I just sort of like make it fit, if you know what I mean. So whatever
It,
I can get of where tunes loses it, like I'm gonna stab you. It's
yeah,
just
yeah, you need to keep doing them, mate. Not one a week out or something. Put one a week out, premiere, because they'll fly them, mate. Funny as
I
fuck.
was doing. I think I've done about 18 in total. um, I will do some more. It's just sometimes they do take a bit of time, but
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
Tubes is just jealous because he can't do it, and he'd love
I
to be
know.
able to do shit like that.
And literally, I don't want to give too many secrets away, but like them videos where I put the faces on and they're all dancing around and that's just an app. That is just an app.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and but it's a fucking good app. I love it.
there is humour to it, man. I'm no doubt about that. Like,
Yeah.
I've been
Yeah,
into quite a lot
harmless
of your
humour
lives.
as well.
They're always funny, man. They're always funny in your lives.
I haven't really done any harsh videos of late, really. And Choom's lost it on me a couple of mornings ago. Did you hear him, Gav, in the chat? He
Man.
said, I'd love to smash you up.
You know something. I've said this to Tunes quite a few times. If you're going to be
Yeah.
controversial, people are going to clip you. It's simple as that. Eh?
Simple as
So he
that.
brings on himself. He brings on
Yeah.
himself, man.
I've clipped
Well,
other
he's got a
people.
few new friends. He's got Beezy now. I mean, Beezy and Exposing Fighters. They're just
Yeah,
new chums now, aren't they?
but they take the piss out of him, really.
Oh, yeah, of course they do. Of course they do.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
No, man, but keep...
Cause I've been sort of nice recently, he's gave me my 8th spanner.
Oh, you've
8
been
I've
getting
had off it,
spanned.
man. 8 I've had. It's like, what the fuck? And I think I've held on to this one the longest out of a lot of them, so I don't know. Maybe I've chilled it. I don't know.
Man, he even shared my life the other
Some
day.
character, man.
He shared my life, man, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. He's after something. Choomsy.
Good, man. Good.
He's chatting to some boys, have some
That
brownie
should be
points
all
in
about,
there. Yeah, man.
He's running out of allies, man. He's running out of allies.
Do you know the Barkers? Do you know the Barkers?
Choomsy when he says
I've
that,
never
like,
knew somebody with so many cousins with different nationalities.
Yeah, it's
The Yardies and the fucking Irish, and it's like, what the fuck?
I was just listening about an hour ago before I
And
did
the
this,
ICS.
and Zara B was interviewing him. Did anyone hear that? Zara B interviewing Tunes, like being serious and that about his childhood and all that when he was in the army and shit. Fucking hell.
Fucking hell, I don't know how many times I've heard that army business.
I've seen that.
Did you see it, Gav? Yeah, man, he was there. I think it was on Beezy's the other night.
I was in the chat, yeah.
Yeah, man.
I think be
So is anyone,
yeah.
are you
I think
watching
it's
the
actually
Olympics?
be easy. Be easy.
Is it?
Am I watching the Olympics, Mo?
Yeah, man. Are you into it?
I don't. Well, I don't dislike it. Apparently Russia ain't performing. Apparently, in there or something.
I don't know, but what about
That's
this
right.
convicted
Yeah,
rapist?
yeah.
Convicted rapist that's played volleyball for the Netherlands?
I saw.
Convicted child rapist,
Fucking hell, I
straight
didn't
up.
know that.
Seriously?
Yeah, man, it's all over the news, all over YouTube. Yeah, he
Saying
come on there. It's a beach volleyball. He came on and they're all booing him, the crowd in there. But
fuck,
how that's only come out now, I don't know.
That's
It's
fucked
only
up. That
I didn't know
that is
that.
law, isn't it?
that's fucked up. He shouldn't be anywhere near the Olympics.
But I've heard there's a lot of
So I
talk.
mean, what?
Aye, wrong on every level, Slim Reaper. Wrong on every level. By the way,
It's
Outlaw King comes in with his first comment earlier on there. Gav only found Jimmy's fucking living the Thai life looking for ladyboys. That was his comment. No bother Outlaw King. And that's a fellow Fifer. A fellow Fifer, man. Come on.
Comments.
Should be
yeah,
sticking
it's
together,
outlaw
bro.
kid. Cut all his hair off, didn't he? Like he had a good head of hair, like didn't he?
Yeah, chooses.
Didn't half, aye? Aye.
Yeah. So what's going on with that hair anyway? 420. What are you gonna keep growing it? What do you ask for when you went to the barbers there?
Well, literally, I've
You
been
know.
trying to grow like a number. I've had really short. I used to have really short hair, didn't I?
Yeah.
And I just thought I'd just try and grow it out for a change. I didn't realise how grey I was going.
Isn't it mad how all the
I
like
know, I'm not
when we were kids, all them old hairstyles are coming back in now, you know, the side parting and that. It's
I don't
like
think I've really had a side parting in my life, but I'm having
fucking
one.
mad, isn't it?
Literally,
Honestly, mate.
looks like it's on the
And the
wrong side.
mullet,
It's
the
back to
fucking mullet is coming back. The mullet is definitely coming back, I'm telling you. You see mullets everywhere now.
yeah. There's a few mullets about.
You're going for the mullet, I think, we're 420.
No, but
You're
mine's
looking.
all trimmed up, man. Mine's all trimmed up. uh,
Yeah, man, but we're all enjoying the sun. Like,
Fly, when's the
fuck that.
season starting then? I'll have to fucking join that. I think it's Slim Reaper's then. I'll have to join that, innit? When does it start, though?
It's the 16th of August, I think, mate. So you have got a couple of weeks, but Slim Reaper had a bit of a panic attack on because he set it up and he's put some money in and that. And we're just going to have a buzz with it. It'll be a good buzz, you know, because I'll be doing. Obviously, I'll be ripping whoever's coming last, you know what I mean? And like whoever's winning is going to get the bragging rights, you know. It's one of them. Just a bit of fun, bro.
It'll be a good laugh as well, eh? It'll be a good laugh, man. I'm definitely going to do it. I just keep on forgetting to go
and
for
it is easy.
I'm stuck to him anyway. It's on his community page, innit?
You muted 420. You've muted.
literally,
You've muted.
it's all a bit shaded up round here at the minute. So I'm going to try and find.
But there's strawberries. Are you growing strawberries there, fella? Or raspberries or something?
Man.
Look like strawberry.
Got a lot
Well,
of
man.
Oh, right.
Is it?
Fucking tomatoes. Get up there, son. Rhubarb. You better be rhubarb. Decent garden, isn't it?
Your garden. Nice garden, man.
You've done well there, mate, because you were living out of a hotel for long enough, weren't you? That was mad, that.
I know, bro. I can't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I don't know. I can't believe how things have worked out, honestly.
So,
yeah.
were they paying you? Were the council paying to put you up in a hotel for that long while you got something done to your house?
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, the my housing association, they were paying for the hotel, which was quite a lot of money, to be fair. I think in the end, over 10 months, they spent over 30 grand on hotels. And with like money they were giving me for expenses, like £40 a day for the food and drink. And this was for 10 months. And
Have you heard of that before? Has anyone? I've never heard of that before. Me in any council.
Nah, me neither, bro. And literally about 2 weeks after they fixed the boiler, finally fixed the boiler by putting a whole new boiler in, which was only an electric boiler. I ended moving out 3 weeks after.
Okay, now you landed right on your feet, mate. You landed right on your feet, man.
You just got to be a little bit quiet around here and a little, keep your voice down, and that's all. That's all. It's a little bit different to what I'm used to because I've always lived in flats, and they've always been
Good morning, later, mate.
and yeah, they've always been pretty bad, the old flats. So you've just got to keep it together a little bit here. I didn't realise how quiet it is here, but it is lovely, man. It's nice here. The garden's good, coming on good. Yeah, there's a few nosy neighbours out here, but
Where are you? Are you near Milton Keynes, or am I totally way off there? Are you somewhere down there?
I'm in Essex, bro.
Essex, right?
Yeah.
You know.
Not well. I'm quite away from Tunes, to be fair. Tunes sort of lives on the outskirts of London, I call it, and but yeah, I'm quite away from Tunes.
Are you anywhere near Chelmsford?
Yeah,
Chelmsford.
Yeah, that's where I am, bro.
Yeah, I know someone in Chelmsford, and is that near Braintree as well? Is Braintree around there?
It is near it, yeah, but you'd have to get a train or a bus because it's quite a long way. It's about 40 minutes from Chelmsford.
What about Colchester? Is Colchester near you?
It's not far. I mean, you can get a bus in probably about 50 minutes from me. Yeah.
Is it?
I mean, Essex is massive, man. I didn't realise how big Essex was until I've got older. But yeah, there's a lot of places in Essex. So when you say Essex,
Have you always been Essex 420? Yeah.
yeah, all my life, bro.
Respect,
yeah,
man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dave. 420, I'll be wrapping this up in a minute, lads, right? Because Louise is due in. But a big shout out for 420 from Louise. She's a big fan. Apparently, she calls you Smiler. She's the only one allowed to call you Smiler, apparently, yeah?
I can't help it.
If anyone else calls you that, it's not on, right?
Anyway.
No, respect though, lads, for coming in. I have got to go because I've got to finish my garden off. Gav, respect, mate.
Respect, brother. Have a good one, man. Big up, Gav.
Get on the football, everyone.
Thanks,
get on the
man.
football.
I'll bounce on more, man. I've not really been going on panels, but I'll bounce on more. I will, yeah. Time is chilled up here, man.
Gav. Yeah,
420, respect, bro. Right, my man.
Thanks, one, Gav.
Take easy, Fivey.
Respect. Dave, I've got to go, mate, or Louise will kill me. I've got to go and finish this garden off. My back is killing me, but been a good few hours, man. I'll try and do a few more, whenever I can, and with the same sort of theme, you know what I mean. Ice has got a membership there. Vanda, you've got a membership, thanks to Slim. And you know what? The other three, Slim, I think you know who's got them. Because YouTube does them randomly, Slim's gifted them, but you don't always. It's not always people who watch. I know people who've been blocked have got memberships, so it's a bit crazy. Yeah, no problem, Dave. Randy, that is on the cards, mate. Definitely, we've got to get you and Bazza on, because that'll make for a good live, that as well. We'll get her. We'll get it popping off, definitely. Leslie, I'll get some easy questions for you, mate. Big respect to everyone, all the mods, and don't forget to join the fancy football. We'll leave you with we'll have another look with Garth. Come on, Garth.